Well, guys, it finally happened. As you saw from the title of this video, I have won the car by spinning the lucky wheel. And I couldn't have picked a better time for my luck to completely change because, as you guys know, this week's vehicle is the Ocelot R88 open wheel race car. And not only is this one of the newest vehicles that was added in the game, in fact, it only came out on February 27th, 2020, when Rockstar officially introduced the open wheel races, but it's also one of the most expensive in the game. Right now, it's $3,115,000. So just by spinning the lucky wheel and winning, I was able to save over $3 million. How insane is that? And I didn't even do really anything special as far as attempts to spin the lucky wheel. Although I think in a video soon, I'm going to talk about some new methods about how you can win every single time. But when I'm just recording these videos for the event weeks, I'm not doing anything all that special. So you can see exactly what I did here. I basically just went up to the lucky wheel. I gave it a spin pretty much as instantly as I could. And typically, when I see that vehicle icon go by, I'm like, oh, it's going to pass me. But this time, it was like slowly creeping towards it. And then, holy smokes, we ended up winning it. And I was so excited and shocked, I didn't even know where to put the vehicle. I was like, do I put it in my casino penthouse? Do I put it in one of my office garages? And then I think I eventually decided to put it in my nightclub just because I had like a bunch of extra vehicles. And in case you guys have never won the vehicle before, a couple of things happen. As soon as you place it in the garage, what's going to happen is the video screens in the Diamond Casino and Resort are going to change to this like golden fallen confetti. You'll get a notification in the top left that says, congratulations, you won the podium vehicle. And then it ends up saying vehicle unlocked for me, Ocelot R88. And then Tom Connors will send you a text message. It says, hey, a little bird told me we have a big winner. Congratulations. That's a nice set of wheels. I'm already raising a glass of bubbly on your behalf. Your mechanic has the keys, so give them a call and take it for a spin. And honestly, I'm just glad that nothing went wrong with this because I have seen some horror stories of players actually winning the car by spinning the lucky wheel, but as soon as they do that, like they get disconnected from the session or the game doesn't save the fact that they ultimately won the car. So again, I'm just glad that everything went pretty smoothly. And as you noticed when we walked in the casino for the first time, the F1 car, the R88, was already sort of customized. It had a livery on there, the Escalera. It also had this like matte black paint job. So I was kind of wondering if I had gotten the... So I was kind of wondering, since I won the vehicle, was it going to actually look that way? Or was it going to just be like this blank white color or like black or whatever the case is? I'm not sure. I've never won a vehicle on my main account, so I wasn't too sure what to expect. So I ended up going outside and I ended up calling my mechanic to have the vehicle delivered. And sure enough, wouldn't you know that it is the exact same color, paint job, and wouldn't you know that it's the exact same paint job, customizations, liveries that are on the podium, which is actually pretty cool. So I guess by winning it, you essentially get yourself, obviously, a free car, but I also guess you get yourself a free livery because that's the first thing I did. I ended up taking this vehicle to the Los Santos custom shop because I did want to customize it and ultimately make some changes. And one of the first things I noticed is that it actually did already have the livery unlocked, so I didn't have to purchase it. Now, that's not the livery and color scheme that I ended up going for. I think I ended up choosing the Redwood Racing here and then went with a bright red color for both my primary and my secondary. I really like the Redwood with like sort of like that bronzy gold color, the red and white. It's a really nice paint job scheme. So that's what I ended up doing, customizing the car. I thought about changing the wheels because I wanted to make them either black or red, but then you lose all those like cool designs on the tire, like the Atomic logo and whatnot. So I just decided to stick with the stock rims. But that is my experience of winning the podium vehicle by spinning the lucky wheel in Grand Theft Auto Online. So obviously, really, really cool. Now, I guess the only other change that you'll notice after winning the podium vehicle is that you aren't able to win it again. So if you happen to get lucky enough by spinning the lucky wheel and you win the car once, that's awesome. But if you happen to get it again, it's lucky but also kind of unfortunate because the game won't give you the vehicle again. In fact, I think they try and specifically tell you that because when you go back into the Diamond Casino and Resort after winning, they actually take the car away from the podium. So you can't even see it anymore. So that's really the only other change that you'll ultimately really notice here. There's no way to win the vehicle twice. Now, speaking of the podium vehicle that was on the list today, we actually heard from Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2, who had this to say. He said the R88 was on the list, but Rockstar skipped it to feature new vehicles. We just assumed it was unlikely to be released. Same case with the VSTR and S80RR. Anyways, it's going to take a while for the DLC to arrive. Don't get too hopeful. So, unfortunately, a little bit of bad news at the end there because it does look like now Rockstar will start to release these vehicles on the podium that have been there for ages. So instead of them just tackling new ones, it looks like we will see the VSTR and the S80RR, just like we saw the R88 released today. And if we include the R88, there's 6 total vehicles. So I would say at a minimum, the earliest this update is likely going to arrive would be late July, which again, wouldn't be all that out of the ordinary, especially what we've seen Rockstar do over the last couple of summer updates. They've both been released on July 23rd and July 24th. So again, it's not something totally out of the ordinary here. Now, a couple of more quick things to discuss. Someone ended up asking if the open wheel race creator was going to be added anytime soon. They were wondering how hard can it be? And TezFunds2 says it's not a part of this update, the Diamond Casino Heist. It requires a new DLC. And the open wheel race creator is something that's been rumored for a while because there's like either text or bits of code still left in the game that suggests it's something that Rockstar could implement. And I hope it's not something they do for an entire update. Like, I hope the entire update isn't centered around the open wheel races and the open wheel race creator. But if it was like a part of the drip feed of the next DLC, I wouldn't be totally upset with that. So hopefully that's just the case regarding that. Now, switching gears a bit and heading over to Twitter, many were wondering with this new event update, were there any background updates too? Someone saying no patches, and TezFunds2 responded by saying no new background updates, so we didn't see any changes or fixes or additions made to the Lucky Wheel podium car list. And another user said, I thought tunables could patch some stuff, and he said tunables are just enable or disable this or change value. A background update can do more. So we did not see a background update happen this week. And for those of you guys that are wondering if the Twitch Prime rewards that are happening this week are for 1 or 2 weeks, Insider TezFunds2 said it should be for 2 weeks. So it looks like you'll have until the end of June to take advantage of the current discounts that are happening right now. And last but not least, we heard from another user, Spidervice. They were talking about like QA beta getting updated, the Steam database page. They said external builds has to do with third parties outside Rockstar. Could be a test build for AMD or NVIDIA or something similar. And TezFunds2 said only 2 depots were updated, the one that has the executable and the other that has both the launcher and the Social Club app. Probably something to do with the launcher. So I guess the Rockstar Games launcher is going to be getting an update soon. I don't know if that ties specifically with the next update or if that indicates something new will be coming sooner rather than later, but Rockstar is doing some tinkering, and I guess you could say that's good news, even if it means just fixing things and issues or improving areas like the Rockstar Games launcher. But anyways, that is all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. I really just wanted to take you through my experience of finally winning the podium vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online. I literally hop on every single week to spin the wheel, and I have just not been successful at all. But it finally happened, and I am really excited about that. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Have you won any of the podium vehicles by spinning the lucky wheel? Have you won none like I had up until today? Have you won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? If that's even possible, you might be the luckiest person in the world. Anyways, you guys can let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, if you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well, Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.